All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the event you've all been waiting for. In this corner, from Caranavi, we have Bolivia. And over in the other corner, we have from Kilimanjaro, Tanzania. Bolivia grew up in an altitude of 1,100 to 1,750 meters. It was washed. People have been saying that it has apple, brown sugar, chocolate, and citrus fruit taste notes. We will find out this round. In the other corner, growing up at a high altitude of 1,700 to 2,000 meters, also washed, we have orange, chocolate, and puff pastry. Some people have been saying, can puff pastry really defeat the orange and citrus and all that from Bolivia? Let's take a look at round one here. And ding 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 ding. Well, it was off to a slow start, but then suddenly it came on strong. There's definitely some. I'm gonna stop with the with the announcer voice. It's definitely got some. Okay. It's definitely got some sort of a little bit of citrus notes, but some chocolate. Hard to place it at the moment. I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm gonna go straight to the Tanzania. Oddly similar. I noticed that. Okay, I noticed that this was a much lighter roast in the Bolivia than the Tanzania. The beans were larger. Actually, I should say the Tanzanian beans were much smaller. They were like pea-sized beans. Bit of a darker roast. I ended up going with a clever to make this one and a V60 to make this one, just so that they would finish around the same time and cool at about the same rate. And I also, wanted to bring out some of the more like chocolatey aspects of this. Interesting. Orange chocolate puff pastry. I mean, there's definitely citrus and definitely chocolate. Yeah, these two are very similar. Strangely enough, I did not expect that at all. Very different altitudes, different locations. Different types of beans, different roast levels by far. Now, one thing I've noticed, and this says it's strong, on the stronger side. This was a fairly dark roast in comparison with the others. This was a really light roast compared to the others, so like quite a big difference. And on this one, it does say more on the mild side. So I wonder if their idea of mild and strong relate directly to roast levels. Maybe we'll find out in the future. I'll keep an eye on that. But let me have another taste here. This was definitely smoother, but I think that's probably because of the clever. Clever usually puts out smoother brews. But then again, this is a light roast too, so maybe that's why. Hard to pick out characteristics, and I wonder if that's because they have to do such large batches for this concept of the advent calendar, and then so they have to mix batches, and if they're roasted at different different levels or in different ways or like different curves or whatever it is, then it's bringing out different characteristics that conflict with each other, and then it's kind of hard to mull it out in the tasting process, possibly. Citrusy, orange. Does it say orange on here? Apple, brown sugar, chocolate, citrus fruit. Okay, citrus fruit. Citrus fruit is probably the strongest characteristic I'm getting from this one. I'd say it's close to orange. It's closer to orange than anything else. Yeah. Yeah, kind of orange. Let's see. I should have water if I ever do this again. Yesterday, by the way, I woke up. I had a baseball practice, and it ended up being a long one. And I generally don't drink coffee before baseball practice because I get that acid reflux. And so, and then practice went long. It went to like 3 p.m., something like that. And I don't know. I was busy after that and just never made coffee. So that's kind of why I'm doing the coffee thing today. It's changing a bit. It's definitely like a darker fruit, something more like plum, like a slight amount of plum. Interesting. Yeah, so it's I'll keep sipping off of these two and see how they change, and maybe I'll make an update in the tasting in the notes down below. But so far, orange and plum. Is there a winner? I would say no. They're very similar, and they both basically knocked each other out at the same time, and it's a draw. All right. Thanks.